The Big Launch Challenge was developed by the Launch Place a couple years ago, and what's really important is it brings a lot of startups out of their garages, gives them an opportunity to raise money, get in front of entrepreneurs, get in front of other investors, get in front of judges that can really make a difference in funding.
I think the most important thing is the feedback and the networking. When you're a startup and you're working on your product, you don't necessarily know you're building the right thing. So to get this feedback and these questions helps keep us on track. And I think it'll just make us that much better when we take what we've built to market.
We went ahead and applied as we were seeking funds. I think the process was really amazing and that it really helped us crisp up our plans and our strategy and our documentation. And we are lucky enough to be here today.
This one has been very well organized so that you don't spend too much time reiterating things a million times.
And also it's a great opportunity to network with fellow entrepreneurs from the area, and it's just a great experience overall.
We just moved here. The exposure itself is great. So far, just before we present, we already got exposure on some of the online media with this Big Launch Challenge.
We walk away with a better pitch because we've gotten feedback. We walk away with more introductions to more investors. I've already met 3 people here that I hadn't met before.
The more feedback, the better. The more feedback from judges and or investors is always valuable, is very valuable.
As a startup, feedback is the most important thing that you can get. We don't have it all figured out, and we need questions from intelligent investors and other people who have been really successful in startups and help other startups. So those questions help us understand what we can do to help position ourselves better in the future.
So the money part is good, but we have, even if we don't have that, we think this is a great event to participate.
What's important about these reach out programs like the Big Launch Challenge is it gives attention to Southern Virginia. Whether we're doing this Big Launch Challenge in North Carolina somewhere or we're doing it in Danville, doesn't matter. It's bringing attention to Danville and the assets and people, investors, and other entrepreneurs, job seekers that are in the area that can really benefit from these type of investments.
We're thrilled to be part of the Big Launch Challenge. We're thrilled that 2 of our companies made it to the finals. We hope to be part of this for years to come, and we really are excited about the resources that are being created in the Danville region to benefit both North Carolina and Virginia.
What they're doing is not happening in every community. In fact, it's not happening in 1% of the communities that are out there. So their vision 5 or 6 years ago to launch this is really what's going to make a difference in Danville 5 or 10 years from now.
If you're starting a new company and you're looking to gain exposure to awesome entrepreneurs and resources, the Big Launch Challenge is a great place to come.